Alright, everybody. Alright, it's been a little bit. Welcome to Psycho's Platters, ladies and gentlemen. Always powered by coffee each and every time. So, it's been a while. I'll admit it's been a while. And I gotta mention that the people in the VC here are awesome in the vinyl community. And truthfully, you know, I want to thank currently all the 855 subscribers that I happen to have. I've been doing this show for 12 years, and I'd love to be able to educate and entertain each and every one of you guys. So you know what, I thought it's been a while, you know, I haven't done a contest since 500 subs, you know. So I thought, as a push to 900 subs, okay, that we would go off and have a contest. So Mighty Psycho here is calling this Picture This. So it's Picture This, the push to 900 subscriber contest. So I know, you know, you're probably going, picture this. Well, what the hell? We're going to talk about one of the little facets I like about record collecting. I started record collecting strongly in the late 70s, okay? I've been in it since my first record store opened up in '79 in my area in northwest Illinois. But before then, though, at least by a few years, there was an interesting little musical subgenre that started in the mid-70s, and the quality of those releases maybe exactly weren't the best. They were sure beautiful to look at, but they weren't always the best sound quality. Of course, some of them are still being made today, and I know that at least the sound quality has gotten some better, of course. So what am I talking about, ladies and gentlemen? I'm talking about picture discs. That's right. We're going to be talking about picture discs in this contest. Basically, picture discs, as far as I know, on the radar of Psycho's collecting and the thrifting and checking out the department stores. I want to say it was around 76, I want to say, is roughly when picture discs started. Now, unfortunately, some of the ones that I don't have here in the video, I can tell you, though, that one of the ones that kind of stood out, 76 to 78 seemed to be the strong portions of that collecting, even though some were made, of course, into the early 80s. But I remember seeing tons of copies in cutout bins of the Sgt. Pepper picture disc. They were made in Canada, and then they were dumped into the cutout bins. I grabbed that one dirt cheap back in the day, right? But it was beautiful to look at. Yeah, I know. Just like I said, the sound quality wasn't great back then. It's improved some. And some of these 70s picture discs are actually still kind of decent, okay? So what's the contest, you're asking yourself here? So I want you to go off and find 3 picture discs, okay? Now they made them in 7-inch, they made them in 10-inch. We're talking about like the Vogue picture discs, okay? Back from the 30s and 40s. Those were technically picture discs. Or LPs, okay? So any of those are going to work for this contest, all right? 3 of them. You need to be a subscriber, of course, to be able to enter the contest. And due to the nature of the contest, yes, I need, you know, video submissions, okay? And I'll try to attempt a playlist, you know, when we get enough of them here so that everybody else can see here in the VC what everybody's choices are. unfortunately, due to shipping, mailing rates are kind of ridiculous. I'm going to have to put this at US, Canada only. Okay, guys, for whoever wins this. The prize will be a picture disc out of my collection. I have more than what I'm showing you here. It could be really, really cool. It could be goofy. It could be cartoony. You don't know what you're going to get. And I'm not, seriously, you're not going to know what you're going to get until the winner wins it and then it gets mailed. The date, the ending of the contest will be midnight, December 17th. Yes, we're going to go 6 weeks. Today is the 30th at night here of October. So we will go to December 17th for this contest. So that's 1 week before Christmas Eve. Now, saying that, in the next update video down the line here, I'll mention when we'll do the drawing. But it'll be that week sometime after the 17th of December, okay? And due to the holiday and everything, the winner will probably get the prize mailed shortly after Christmas, okay? So consider it an after Christmas gift to yourself, alright? 3 picture discs, doesn't matter what genre, okay? Because I know they made them in different genres. It could be stuff going back from the 70s, could be now. Like, for example, the Revolver box set came out. They got the Revolver picture disc. Hey, if you got one of those, why not? But I'm going to show you a couple examples here myself, okay? And here's the other thing, too, I'd like you to do. Other than just going off and making this a show and tell, because basically I know that's what this is, what I'd like stories behind these picture discs, all right? Whether it be collectability story or give me a fact or two about the album that you're showing, all right? So this one I remember purchasing back in the day, brand new in 1978. Magazine from Heart, okay? This was one of the ones that I recall, because of course, you know, in here you can't read it, but it says limited edition picture disc. They made this, Mushroom Records made this in 78 to 100,000 copies. Mine is copy 43,731 out of 100,000, okay? Now basically, with some of these picture discs, you got different ones on both sides, but it's the same picture for side 1, side 2. And just to let you know, to my knowledge on the collectible standpoint, it is not the original mix of the Heart album, okay? So it's the fixed up stuff, all right? But of course, Heartless was the big single on here, but there's other real cool songs on here as well. I love 70s classic Heart, okay? I ended up getting this one. This is your bonus here for Peaky, because that one I grabbed because of the limited edition before I grabbed Dreamboat Annie. That's right, because I love this album, you know, too. The 70s Heart is the best Heart in my opinion, okay? You should see, I've got autographed from several members. Let's see, once again, same on both sides. This one was in 76, this came out. But, so, you know, Heart was cool in putting out those picture discs at the time. Next. I know this is going to throw people for a loop. Normally, I'll go off and you know, Rhino Records. Rhino Records was really kind of awesome in the late 70s to early 80s in regards to putting out picture discs of either very unusual compilations or group specific. Now, I know that I showed the Monkey's Monkey Business before, you know, which is an excellent picture disc. But I thought for once, and I know you guys are going to be like, for once, I thought I would show a different Rhino release of picture disc. This one going back to 1982, because I'm also a big fan of the Yardbirds Afternoon Tea. This was an interview picture disc though, no music on this. Now 1982 here, let's go into the scope of things, okay? Yardbirds broke up in June of '68, although they did one last show the 7th of July in '68 back in England before the new Yardbirds, which turned into Led Zeppelin. So from '68 to '82, you got nothing on Yardbirds ends, okay? But in '82, shortly after this interview, which was done in February of '82, you've got Chris Dredger and Jim McCarty, and then also Paul Samuel Smith form Box of Frogs, which is your Yardbirds side band, and they put out two, I think, really decent albums, to be honest with you. But here in the timeline of February '82, they talk about any and all things Yardbirds. I really like this picture here personally. Of course, this is a '66 shot, okay? And then here, if I remember right, is a '65 shot. So, very nice to get the Yardbirds for a picture disc. Other notables, like I said, other than the Monkees, the Turtles had picture discs on the Rhino, and you also had, like I said, I think there was girl group ones. I could have sworn I remember seeing like a Jane Mansfield or a Mimi Van Doren one. Just some awesome stuff that came out on that label for picture discs. And lastly, a lot of cartoon picture discs came out in the late '70s, early '80s also. I think I shown this one long time ago in an episode. In fact, it had to do with my late wife Jessica, and so that's how I'm going to close this off. From 1982, can't talk today, introducing the Care Bears. Yes, it is a kiddie picture disc, but there is something interesting musical related wise on this. Here's this side here, and then this side as well. So, Howard Kalin, Mark Volman, they did everything on this disc. Seriously, they produced it, they wrote it, yeah, seriously. So the Turtles, your main Turtles, end up all over this thing. There's another picture disc that comes out in '83, and I'm not sure if they still were involved. I know John Sebastian was briefly, did some stuff for Care Bears too. I thought that was kind of funny. But there's my, there's my 3 examples. So like I said, just have some fun with this, alright? I already mentioned the rules to you, but picture this, picture that, have fun with this, and as always guys, thanks for watching. Enter the contest and subscribe. Always powered by coffee, each and every time. Whether a Care Bear stare is included or not. Take care.